My earliest books tell the rest of the story behind the writing of two of our most famous hymns. The first book is about the hymn, It Is Well With My Soul, and that goes all the way back to the 1800s. And so for those kinds of stories, I have to rely on apocryphal information. I have to rely on newspaper articles and journals and photographs, and I don't have the opportunity to interview the subject matter. The second book, The Longing Season, was written about John Newton in Amazing Grace, and there's all kinds of information about John Newton and about Amazing Grace, but I had to find a different way to tell that story. And once again, I had to go visit hometowns in England and go back to old maps and journals, and while fascinating, had to rely on someone else's work. When I do a biography or a memoir of a living person, I can ask all kinds of questions and get the answers immediately and not have to spend hours and hours researching. Now, having said that, Larnell wasn't always the most forthcoming with the details, and so I had a great time going back and looking at newspaper articles from the 1970s and 80s, I think even some from the 60s, and finding all kinds of inside information and then clarifying it with him and saying, did this happen? Was this what it was like? And he would say, yeah, where'd you find that? And so that is also cool, is helping a living person rediscover part of their history that they've just kind of left there, and I bring it to the forefront.